Hey, Try, welcome back to another video. This is RayTube practice question number 48, so stay tuned. Okay, so let's dive into it. A social worker meets with a 19-year-old college student who reports feeling anxious about their parents visiting this upcoming weekend. The student wants to get a tattoo and believes their parents will be angry and disappointed since their culture does not approve of alterations to the body. How should the social worker respond next? A, empower the client to remain confident about getting a tattoo since it's something they want to do. B, help the client identify ways to hide the tattoo from their parents to avoid any potential argument. C, explore the impact getting a tattoo will have on the relationship with their parents. Or D, schedule a meeting with the client's parents to educate them about the importance of self expression during young adulthood. You know how we do. Pause the video, reread through the question, reread through the answer choices, select your best answer, unpause the video, and then we'll dive into the explanation. Okay, if you picked C, you are correct. Why? So let's look at A. Empower the client to remain confident about getting a tattoo since it's something they want to do. This is incorrect. Why? Yes, empowering the client is something we do as social workers, and it also aligns with the strengths perspective and self determination. But we don't want to overstep and or ignore the client's concerns of why they are hesitant to do so. Because remember, what is our role as social workers? Our role is to help empower the client to make a more informed decision, whether it's educating or just helping them process their thoughts and emotions more effectively so they ultimately can make the decision for themselves. It's their lives. Now, again, safety aside, we're not talking about if they want to end their life or physically harm someone or anything like that, and this is not one of those cases. So we always want to promote the strengths perspective and self-determination because it's their lives. We want to empower them to make their own decision. And when we look at B, help the client identify ways to hide the tattoo from their parents to avoid a potential argument. This is also incorrect. Helping the client hide something from their parents wouldn't be the best approach and doesn't address the client's concern about what could result from getting a tattoo. And again, like that doesn't even sound, feel, seem right. Like, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. When your parents come over, where you gonna get the tattoo at? Oh, you gonna get it here? Okay, make sure you wear this sleeve right here, and then you can do this, and then okay, make sure you turn this way. Like that's not like how is that helping them with their overall dilemma? Because again, real quick, when you scroll back up to the question, it says right here that the college student, the 19-year-old, is feeling anxious about it because their parents don't approve of alterations to the body because it doesn't align with their cultural values, their views on it. So again, just hiding it, it's just like that's not even like helping the client address the overall issue because they're going to hide it forever. I mean, I guess, but that's not. Let's just see if there's a better option available, and there is, which is C, explore the impact getting a tattoo will have on the relationship with their parents. Yes. According to the NASW 1.05 cultural competence, Section A, social workers should demonstrate understanding of culture and its function in human behavior and society, recognizing the strengths that exist in all cultures. Granted, we're not going to know every single thing about every single culture, but we want to know something. And in this scenario in particular, the client is saying that, like, hey, in our culture, don't really approve of body alterations, and parents, no go. That's a no go. I want it, but it's like right. It's a dilemma. When we look at the second bullet point, this response empowers the client to make their own decision while also helping them consider the possible outcomes regarding their feelings, their parents' feelings, and how it pertains to their culture. And then the third bullet point, this option also promotes self determination and creates space for the client to make a more informed decision as to whether they should get the tattoo or not. Because again, we're not saying, yeah, you should get it because it's your body, your choice. They're literally saying, hey, the client that is, hey, I want to get this tattoo, but it's going to be a bit of an issue regarding how my parents perceive it due to our culture. We don't want to ignore that. Whenever you see a question mentions the culture of a client, the client's culture, don't ignore that. They're saying that for a reason. They're mentioning that for a reason. Um, and again, looking at the third bullet point, this option promotes self determination and creates space for the client to make a more informed decision as to whether they should get the tattoo or not. Because ultimately, after they, process their thoughts and emotions more effectively, they could ultimately decide, yeah, I'm gonna still get that tattoo, but at least they feel better about it because they weighed out the pros and cons, they thought about the possible outcomes, and they're okay with facing whatever comes with their decision. Again, whether they decide to get it or not get the tattoo. So that's why C is the correct answer. D, schedule a meeting with the parents to educate them about the importance of self expression during young adulthood. This is incorrect. Why? So, this could be seen as overstepping professional boundaries and not respecting their cultural values as it pertains to their disapproval of altering the body. Now, wait a second, Ray. How about if the 19-year-old requested that they have a family session, and if we could all meet together and discuss the situation? Number one, that's not what was said within this question. And number two, even if this were to occur, this is more so the social worker, our role, creating a safe space for the client to share, again, their thoughts, their opinions, their perspective on the situation. We're still not overstepping our boundaries of saying, well, this really, you should give your 19-year-old more space to get that. Because it's like, wait a second, that's not our role. Again, this could be seen as overstepping professional boundaries and not respecting their cultural values as it pertains to their disapproval of altering the body. Our role as the social worker, as the professional, is to help the client make a more informed decision about what they want to do or not do so they can ultimately, live the best life possible, and the consequences, whether they be good or bad, that comes with those decisions. Okay, tribe, that's it for today's video. A quick one. That was RayTube practice question number 48 as it pertains to culture and our role as a social worker. Remember, our role is to help the client make a more informed decision, not decide for them what they want to do or shouldn't do based off of, our perspective of the situation. So we want to empower the client to make a more informed decision. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with a social work friend because we don't want to be licensed by ourselves. Also, you got this. This is a reminder. 2 practice questions a day. 2 practice questions a day helps keep the exam anxiety at bay, and at least 1 practice exam a month, because with this exam, I know it could be a lot of information. I know it's like, okay, we got to keep this factor in mind and that factor in mind. That's why doing at least 2 practice questions a day is not super overwhelming. We're not saying do 15 a day, do 20 a day. I mean, if you're really up for it, by all means, but by default, we could do 1,000,000 practice questions today. We still want to do 2 practice questions tomorrow. Again, it's all about that consistency. So you got this. All right, tribe, I'll see you next video.